Welcome back, everyone. Coach Blake of the Black Baker, and today we're going to be talking about something that I've been asked to make a lot. This is going to be about composition, what champs to choose in what particular situations, and champ select. Now, I'm not going to be going over every single role. If you guys would like that type of video, thumbs up, and I'll make that video. Second thing, I'm not going over 5v5s in terms of teams or clash. If you guys want that video, thumbs up. This is just going to be strictly solo queue and strictly champ select. My thoughts about comp and whatnot. So what is team comp? What is a team composition? When someone says, oh no, you got to pick this for the comp, or this would be so good for our comp, or make sure you pick this champion. What does that even mean? Team comp basically means exactly what it sounds like. You want a team that has a good composition. What? Basically, you want champs to be able to coordinate with each other, to synergize well. When we're thinking about comp, usually people associate that with mid to late game fighting, or in bot lane's case, it's a 2v2. What champion goes well with the other champion so we can 2v2. Now, when we're discussing team comp, there's actually a variety of team comps, and I can't really cover them all in one video, but just some examples. Usually people start off with a wombo combo. Usually people want a comp that just does really, really well when everybody fires off their ultimates or something like that. For example, like an Amumu, Miss Fortune, Malphite, Ori, like those are, all of them together would be nasty, right? True. The problem is not everybody can play those champions in solo queue, so the thing is you kind of have to work with what you have. Another example is like poke comp, where basically in a poke comp, you would be looking to just chunk them down before actually engaging in the fight. If they try to engage on you, you should be able to back up and just continue to do that until you take towers and towers. Your objective with poke comp is not really to kill people, it's just to back them off the tower to then take it. Another example is protect the carry. Basically everybody just plays something to be able to buff the carry or at least keep them alive. Pick comp sounds exactly what it sounds like. Basically, you're just catching people out. Rengar's a really good pick into a pick comp, obviously. Malphite, once again. Just things that can catch somebody out really, really quick. Vi is another one. Split push is another, where basically you have one split pushing while the other four sit mid, or maybe one split pushing bot while everybody's at top on Baron. You know, just stuff like that. As I said, I can't go over every single team comp, but actually, would that be a good video too? So we got three types of videos. Well, we got the team comp video, we got the 5v5 clash comp video, and then we have the which champions are better in the role for the specific situation type video. So if you guys want any of those videos, make sure you thumbs up. One more thing. My Friday videos has really just been coach chat, right? And I thought about it and I was like, do you guys really enjoy coach chat where I just talk? Then I thought, what if I try something else? Something for you guys to look forward to on a Friday. And so I do have something planned for this Friday. Make sure you stick around, make sure you subscribe to see what it is, but I don't want to tell you what it is. It's something that I've done before though, so that's a little hint. Also, I noticed you guys really, really enjoyed those VOD reviews. They're gone now, unfortunately, but I have another plan. Every Friday, I will have a specific question in my video. The person to answer it best will get a VOD every single week. So, I mean, that's the best thing I can do for now in terms of, you guys getting that VOD. If you guys want a VOD or a coaching session, of course, coachblicker.com, but that's just my thoughts. Now back to the topic at hand. How do I pick for the comp? Now this one's very hard because a lot of players assume, well, if you could just select this champ, it'll be so good for our team and we'll just kind of auto win. The problem with this is you don't want to focus too much on one part of the game, right? When you know a champ very, very well, when you know them inside and out, usually you can play them at all stages of the game. You should be able to. If you can't, you need some practice. But when you play a champion for a specific comp or for a specific reason, you only really know how to play it per like area of the game. So for an example, I'm going to pick this champ because it's very good to counter this champ. Well, mid to late game, you might not know what to do. Well, I'm going to pick this champ because it's very good in team fighting. Well, you might not know how to play laning phase. You know what I mean? And then, of course, there's late game, and late game is a whole nother beast in itself in terms of how to play it properly, especially if you are playing for, like, that wombo combo feel, because you need coordination with the team. So, how do I go about picking champions for a comp that I think is, like, I can round out this comp really well? As I said, I'm not going to go into specifics in terms of what champs would do great in this particular thing. If you guys want that video, remember, thumbs up. What I will say is, how can I round out the comp? There's a couple of things that you can think about. One is tankiness. You want to think about, do we have a frontliner? And when I say a frontliner, it doesn't necessarily mean you need a Maokai. It just means you need something to be able to either engage and at least last for a little bit, or to be able to deal with being engaged on and like disrupt. Another thing is, do we have AD? Do we have enough AD damage? Sometimes you don't. Just because you have an ADC and everybody else is AP doesn't mean that's enough AD. You probably need something else to be able to just straight one shot. If you're saying, well, we have an all AD comp, once again, AP is nice to have, but you can have some champs that have a mixed or true damage in general. Also, if you do have champs on the other team that aren't tanky, you don't really need AP. And so this is why it gets very, very like foggy in terms of when you should pick what champion. And that's okay because it's solo queue. You're not going to be able to coordinate everything with the teammates anyway, so it's really hard to just pick something for your team. But those champs that I just mentioned, those type of like playstyles, they're very loosely connected, and you can be successful because you're not relying on someone, you're just kind of filling in. You know what I mean? It's way different than everybody else picking a buff champ for like the ADC, where it's like, okay, we got an Ivern jungle, we got a Karma top, we got a Morgana mid, we got, you know, like that would rely on one player being amazing. But you playing a tank top like Maokai or Malphite or Set, you will still feel the role, and you don't really feel like we have to play together for me to be successful. My final thoughts on the topic, though, I really just want to say it doesn't really matter what you choose. As long as you're a good player, as long as you understand when to do something, that's the most important part. Now, there are times where I will specifically pick a champ because I think it feels good. But once again, I've played this game for too long, and I know how to play every single champ except the new ones. I will say, Gwen, I haven't really dove deep into. I played her, but I haven't gotten that, you know, that many games on her. But for the most part, obviously the other champs, I have pretty good knowledge on. Why? Because I coach them. So I need to play them in order to coach them. The same for every single role. I play those so I can coach you guys on that role. You guys don't play like that, okay? You guys usually play 1 to 2 roles and a few champs, and that's okay. Don't get out of your comfort zone because someone's like, hey, play this. Hey, play that. No, this is good. Because what's going to happen is you're going to fail and you're going to be mad and they're going to be mad at you. And you're going to be like, well, I don't play that champ. That's why I picked this champ because they told me to pick this champ and I don't play this champ. So that's why I lost this game. Well, do you want to lose those games or do you want to win? If you're better than all 9 players, it doesn't matter what you choose. Think about Smurfs. Smurfs don't care what they play. They'll be in. They'll win. They'll just beat you. Be that Smurf, you know, be that person that doesn't really care too much about team comp. Now, I'm not saying screw your team over. I'm not saying, hey, let's all be like squishy champs and then I pick Teemo top. Like, obviously, don't do that. Unless you're just a one-trick Teemo, then by all means, I mean, what else choice you got? But if you do have like something a little bit more bruiser focused, then I would probably opt for that. So that's why it's kind of nice to have like a triangle of champions where you got like a tank, a AP, and then an AD. And that goes for every single role. With ADC is a little different. You might want something who's early, late, and then like true damage / AP if you can do that. But for the most part, as long as you have an early and late game champ as AD, you can get by with 2. Those are just my thoughts, though. I hope this helped answer some questions. As I said, this is a very foggy topic, and this will require pretty much in-depthness about how to do it. And as I said, if you guys want those videos, make sure you thumbs up, and then I will get to making those videos. Also, look forward to that Friday thing because it's coming. But I took enough of your time. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you guys want more, make sure you subscribe. Until next time, you know what I always say. Thank you for what? Approaching this like a coach.